So we just take a bit of our e.l.f. makeup and mist spray just to loosen up the product. We start from the ear, like it in a circular motion. Do not swipe. You lose coverage once you start swiping. Make sure you're bringing it into your neck. Very important. Get that product going. You know, you work it into your hairline. Just like building coverage. So look, immediately we've covered those scarring. Okay. Work it into the hairline. Do not forget, you don't want to look like you're wearing a mask. You have to work it in. Just like that. Circular motions. Work the product in. Make sure you carry it onto your neck. Work it into your chin. In the nose. In the forehead. Making sure you work it in the hairline. You're good to go. Right, so that's one side, and already look at the immediate difference you have. No, I don't like it from there. Look at that. And then you can just do a little couple swipes under your eyes because you're going to cover it with concealer anyway. Yeah. And then any areas that bother you, what you would do is you would go back in with your shade, like the mark I have on my forehead. I would go in like that. That's it. And then I would work that in. That's the finished result we get just from foundation already. Look how much coverage we have. I think that's pretty great. Don't know about you, but I think that's great. We worked it into our hairline so we don't look like we're wearing a mask. We worked that little piece in on the forehead where I've got that little blemish. Look at that. Right, now we're paying attention to this side. I would take my spray again. This spray is great, same as the MAC, but the MAC is obviously more expensive. So it would start from the ear, just like that, and we're working away, bringing it onto our neck all the time. Circular motions, get the best coverage. Okay. Circular motions in the hairline. Just like that. Circular motions into your hairline, which is very important. I must not stress that enough. Otherwise you look like you're wearing a mask. Like I said, on the other side, anything bothering you, you just go back in with the foundation of your colour, which is my beautifully bronzed, works for me. Put some there. back with the brush, blend that in. Blend, 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 blend. Look. There we have it. So straight away, look how much coverage we've got. We don't have that much foundation on. I don't look cakey. That's it. Next, to brighten up the eyes, this is what I do. I'll grab my black opal again in the shade Truly Topaz. There we go. Cream stick again. Just a little bit. You don't need that a lot. Then I will take a swipe under my eye. One. Depending on how bright I want to be. One. If I'm just going somewhere normal, it's not that serious. And what I'm going to do is just to show you which one is better. Not only am I going to use a concealer brush, but I'm going to use my finger on one side and a concealer brush on the other side, just to give you an idea and see which method you think is better. And I'm going to use my Bobbi Brown concealer brush. There you go. There's the brush. There you go. So I'll use the brush on this side and I'll use my finger on this side. So you're going to pat motion. Bring it down into a triangle. You're going to pat. We're not swiping. Then we use the brightness and it was just pointless. And you carry it up as if it was a highlight, like that. Pat, 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 pat. Very important. You're going to lose colour if you just swipe. And you're not going to look bright under the eye. Go back for you. See how it's not fully blended in? It's still pat. And then we would just do a little tiny swipe under your waterline. So that under your waterline is not dark, and then you've got this light formation. And we just want to make sure the ends of this concealer, the edges, are well blended in, so we don't look like a ghost. Okay, so I would say that's pretty well. Now I look awake under my eye, and if you're not happy with the desired look, then you would go in with more and repeat the same process. Now this side I'm going to use my hand, and you decide which theory you think is better, and remember to bring that down in a triangle. Remember to take that out to add a highlight. That's it. A lot of people feel the hand is better. In my personal opinion, I think the finger is better. Flesh to flesh, I think it's much better. That's well blended in. You decide. I think they pretty much look. I look brighter on this side. Once I've done that, I take that same shade that we just used in the Truly Topaz. There it is. And we just use the same concealer brush. Take a couple of swipes. You could use your finger. I'm just going to use my concealer brush, and we would start to apply concealer down the bridge of our nose. Oops. goes like that, and then we would tiny bit on the forehead. Tap motion. Work that product in. Tap, 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 tap. Okay. Now what I like to do is set this foundation. So my setting powder would be the Dermablend setting powder in warm saffron. What we do, when you open it, it looks just like this. Take a little bit and drop it in the cup. That's enough for the whole face. What I like to do is first go in with a little angled brush, contouring brush I use, my Bobbi Brown contouring brush, and I go in under my eyes. And the good thing about this is it's translucent, even though it's got a colour, it's just for those that are scared to look ashy, women of darker colour. So we're going in under the eye, just moving that, swiping it, windshield motion, to set that concealer, to keep you bright. You could always set it, this powder is definitely lighter than me, so it's okay, but you could set it with an even lighter one as opposed to the colour that you would set your face with. But because this is translucent, I'm not too worried. I still look normal, still look bright under the eye without everything just blending. It's a golden rule. Try not to use a powder that's the same colour as your face under your eyes, because you're just going to lose the brightness you just put there. So once that's set, see how it's still bright? We take some down our nose, where we also put concealer, and set that on our forehead. Wonderful. Make sure you do your oily zones very well. Okay, I don't put concealer on my chin. I just don't like the way it looks. Now I go in with my big powder brush from Bobbi Brown. And my dust like that, just tap it in. Tap, tap, tap. Just like that. Knock off the excess. And dust. Not forgetting your neck, please, please. Avoid the area you just put your concealer on. Tap, 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 tap. There we go. You've set that, and you still got all of that left, which is okay. So you know, I've had that Dermablend for about a year, and I've still got a while to go. I mean, I'm gonna have to buy it soon, and it costs me. It is relatively expensive. It costs me. I bought it with a little tiny Dermablend foundation, and the two of them just cost me under £50. That setting powder is really good because, like, it helps with my oil. Oh, just flatten my leaf out. That's it. So, you guys tell me what you think, because I think now I'm good to go and not be afraid of people looking at my face and thinking, oh gosh. So that's what I do.